ladies and gentlemen. It's that time again to step in the ring with the greatest tag team in podcast history.
And you really know this is going to be a dumpster fire when you start out like that.
I'm just sad.
I know.
I'm just sad.
So you're even letting me interrupt your intro.
I know. It's just, I mean, it's an upsetting thing that, like, Elite Pain's not tag team champions anymore.
No, Elite Pain is no longer
tag team champions anymore.
We did not get a chance to make it to the show.
No.
And that's part of our sadness at the moment.
That's the only sadness I have right now.
I mean,
that's about it.
SCW is one of the greatest shows around.
Yeah.
We got the match list. We're going to talk about it. We know some of these guys, some we don't.
Yeah.
But
anyways, I am Travesty.
I'm Dizzle J.
And welcome to another episode of Just Freakin' Wrestling, the JFW podcast, the podcast hosted by the greatest tag team in podcast history.
Right.
So I got the intro under, just a little ass backwards, but still, it's just upsetting to know that, yes, we are the greatest tag team in podcast history, but to know that the greatest tag team in SCW history lost.
To a tag team that was just made up of two main eventers.
Yeah.
They haven't even worked together.
A Mega Power team.
Mega Power team.
Did we ever decide what their Mega Power team is?
I mean, I thought Black Irish was a cool name, but then I think we thought that was a little iffy.
Yeah, I mean...
M80 car bomb. I don't know. Maybe they'll come up with something catchy.
Team Suck Squad.
Team Suck Squad.
I think The Rock called the greatest tag team, the world's greatest tag team that one time. Kurt Angle's team there.
Really?
Team Suck Squad. I think so.
Oh,
I know I didn't make it up. But yeah, no, SCW was last night, and we weren't able to make it because you had to work, and I'm lazy. So...
Well, I mean, you worked during the day.
I had to work in the morning. I had to be up at 4:30 in the morning. If this was if it was like a Moniz show, I probably would have made it being 10 minutes from home. But going all the way down to Shaban's for me, and I had to be up at 4:30 in the morning, even though it would have definitely been worth it because they always put on a great show.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's being up for that long and then going to bed for that short period of time, and I just can't do that. It's not in me anymore. I'm getting old.
Oh, right? I can't do that shit anymore.
I know. Fucking next week I'll be 29.
Yeah?
Oof.
I'll be 36 in November.
I know, right? Fucking I am getting up there. I am almost in my 30s.
So just wait. Your balls are going to start touching the fucking water when you sit in the toilet.
Well, I do that anyways, but that's intentional.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't put the seat down anymore when I poo. So I'm like, fuck it, you know? It's like the seat's already up when I pee.
You're not going to fall in.
No, I got a wide enough ass where I can just use the rim. Fuck it, right? Sometimes
it's like a little bidet.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right, anyways.
But anyway, so...
Well, I got the results from last night.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and interrupt me and go ahead and go ahead and host that part.
I mean, we don't need to be talking about how we take shits and stuff on Just Freakin' Wrestling.
Yeah.
So
So Dizzle J here has the results of the show from last week.
So it looks like
yesterday. My bad.
Yeah.
Who knows when I'm going to release this? So it could be last week for all I know.
So we'll go with Friday.
The 18th.
The 18th.
So Friday on the 18th, SCW and Shaban's had their pay-per-view. What was it called again?
Retaliation.
So, go ahead.
So it looks like Banex defeated Bo Anderson. Looks like Bulletproof is still trying to get back in. And we're fans of Bulletproof. We like his little
I'm a fan of him, but not the Suck Squad team he had.
No.
Not Andy Black. Hashtag where's my dollar?
Yeah, hashtag where's my dollar. The Sheik with Natasha Crane defeated Paradox.
Have we seen Natasha Crane?
No, I don't think we've seen Natasha Crane yet.
No.
The Plague with Johnny Wild.
Welcome to Fantasy Island. With the plane. Oh my God. The Plague. The Plague is a tag team I know has been in SCW.
Yeah, we've seen them before.
I haven't. You have.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, I think they were at that October show that you went
scary.
to. I've heard. I definitely want to see them. It seems like every time I can't make a show, they happen to be there.
Right.
So maybe they're afraid of me. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, good luck. I don't think so.
Right? No.
And they defeated ROW, who we have seen, and we know is such a great tag team. Mm-hmm. So that's disappointing.
Not a fan of their new haircuts, though.
I think the one guy looks cool with the... Yeah.
Which one? The one who buzzed his hair down or the one who shaved his head?
The complete bald one.
Complete bald? Yeah, I mean, that suits him.
Yeah. He kind of makes him look like a a mean, like...
Kind of like Mark Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, the thing like with Mark Henry, like, when he had the dreads, he looked fucking intimidating as shit. When he went bald, he looked intimidating. The sexual chocolate, like, short hair. I mean, it wasn't intimidating like it was when, like, he became, like, the Hall of Pain.
More and more he got that beard filled in, he got real scary. The Cobra defeated Christopher St. Michael and Joe Alonzo.
The Cobra always impresses me every time he's in the shit.
I've been watching him for years, seen him come up with NXW and now in SCW, and he does shows. I follow him on Facebook, so he's...
Yeah, I still think his feud with Nick Color is because he did face Nick Color. No. The feud he faced Nick Color in those like best of 3 over the last 3 months or whatever. Like those were probably like in the top 5 of my favorite indie shows I've seen this year. Anyways, go ahead. I don't want to I don't want to Dizzle J you here.
You don't want to Dizzle J? It doesn't matter. See, I don't get upset.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
It doesn't matter. I love that.
No, go for it.
So he defeated Christopher St. Michael and Joe Alonzo in a triple threat match.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of triple threat match. I think we've talked about this before.
Triple threat match is when you're trying to get enough people on the card.
Well, I think if you have the right 3
Not in their sense. No. But like with WWE, I mean, fucking like all the WrestleMania show, pretty much matches were all like triple threats, fatal 4-ways, fatal 5-ways.
It lost its speciality.
Yeah. Yeah, no, when independent wrestling does triple threat matches and everything, it's like there's so much talent that's worth seeing that you gotta do things like that. I'm actually more of a fan of like gauntlet matches than I am like fatal 5-ways, fatal 4-ways, triple threat matches and shit like that. You have a 1-on-1, if someone wins, you bring the next guy out and you...
I like the gauntlet.
I like gauntlet matches. Yeah, when WWE did the gauntlet match for the, I think that when WrestleMania had that ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship, and they had all the people who were in that match in a gauntlet match. I mean, that was like almost an hour and a half of WWE's Raw taping. And
Seth Rollins lasted the longest out of all of them, but didn't win.
No.
So I don't know why they celebrated so much, but he did last.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Willie the Bomb.
You've never seen Willie.
I've never seen Willie.
Willie's a big dude. Willie was, when I first saw Willie was tag teams with Marche Rocket, and they were the Soul Touches.
Really?
Yeah. They had tag team, their manager was, I want to say it's C Red. Like C, the letter C, and then Red. But yeah, no, they used to, I used to watch them tag in Elite Pro Wrestling, my cousin's wrestling company up in New Lenox when he had it. And they were the Soul Touchers. They had one more guy in there. I can't remember what his name was. He was a shorter dude. Can't remember his name to save my life, but I remember he always came out with cocoa powder, and that's what he put in his mouth and like blew it in people's eyes and shit as a diversion.
His Mr. Fuji act.
Yeah, it was his green mist.
Yeah.
So, but I used to love them because they came out to fucking Soulja Boy, and they did the Soulja Boy dance, and they called themselves the Soul Touches. But I'm not sure if you ever went down to New Breed Wrestling Alliance in Buckley, we used to go down there all the time. Me, your brother Chad, I think Liz used to go down there, but Willie was actually a tag team with another dude who was just as big as him.
Jeez.
And there used to be called Team Dammit.
I like that.
Yeah, and fucking Willie. I've been watching Willie for probably a good 10, 12 years, but I haven't seen him wrestle in probably like maybe 5. So he's a big dude. I mean, he's Mark Henry, he's a big fucking dude.
Wow.
I think I remember watching him face Cell Block once, and it was like the fucking, what's that phrase they use with Hulk Hogan and Andre?
The
irresistible force.
No, that's Nia Jax.
No, yeah.
Irresistible. Because that's the play on.
Okay, yeah. So what's the fucking phrase then?
I don't fucking remember.
Immovable object and
Invincible force?
Maybe. We'll go with that.
Fuck it.
It's literally a rock and a hard place.
I'm sure if we got it, we'd probably get a cease and desist order from WWE. We own them words.
I'm pretty sure it's irresistible force. Irresistible? Resist? I'm going to look it up while you keep talking.
Alright, so anyway, the Bomb defeated Nick Cutler. And the women's division still moving up there. Moxie Molly defeated Laney Luck in a women's competition, which we know Molly. Laney Luck, we have no idea who she is.
Yeah, irresistible force versus the immovable object.
Okay. I mean, that's what they call Nia Jax now, too. Is irresistible force.
Because she's irresistible, yeah. But, I'm saying, they use the same fucking thing to describe fucking Hulk Hogan. It is, I think
it's more relevant.
I think it's just
Nia
a statement.
Jax.
Well, I get like when they said for Hulk Hogan, he was resistant. He was irresistant. Like you couldn't.
Well, in the force of Hulkamania.
Yeah. But I get
it. I get it.
When it comes to Nia Jax, they use it more as like a sense of like how attractive she is.
Yeah.
With him, they're like you can't stop that.
No.
But you can't stop Nia Jax either. Fucking Alexa Bliss tried twice.
And now she's facing Rousey at the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, man. Poor her. Anyways, you go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Chris Miller defeated Angus McDuff, and I believe Angus broke his nose during this match.
I hope so.
No,
I hope so. Angus, I still want to know what he yelled at me the last time we were at SCW.
Hey, he still hasn't said that, has he?
No.
Does it seem a little weird that ever since he's quit drinking and being happy that he's losing now? He lost last month.
He won last month. Then he cheated. He hasn't won cleanly. He hasn't won cleanly.
But the previous month he lost. He lost to...
He lost?
He lost.
Look at that. Look at me calling you out on that shit. No, well, we had him at the end of our show last time.
Yep.
When we recorded at SCW. Right. He talked to us like he was fucking normal. So I don't know. I think there's something mentally wrong with him. Like I know a lot of times like when wrestlers get into that zone in their moments and shit like that, they become a certain way. They act a certain way. Because, like, he came out and he was yelling at me like I fucking did something wrong. Like I fucking kicked his puppy or some shit. Then he came over to us and sat down like, nothing was wrong. But then when he kind of left, he gave us like a weird look. Like, okay. Kind of like...
Maybe he's a psychopath?
I think there's something going on with him, like, mentally, that it fears me that he may be unstable.
Well, maybe we need to make sure that table's always in between us then.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think the table will protect us too much, but it might give us a head start. Against
the family, no. Against Angus, maybe.
We'd have to flip and push.
We'd have to flip and push.
Yeah, flip and push.
Anyways, go on.
So the match we were really excited that we had talked about on the last show and probably the previous show and the show we did is that the Asylum and the family had a straitjacket versus dog collar match.
And a lot of people felt that the family had the upper hand because it's a lot easier to put a collar on somebody than it is an actual straitjacket.
I believe we thought that too.
Oh yeah, I was family all the way with it because of that, just that fact alone.
And then the Asylum defeated the family again. No details. I'm sure shenanigans ensured. God, dang, man.
I know, right? Too bad I don't edit this shit.
I don't care.
It don't matter.
I have no shame, man.
Nah, it's probably that diet soda.
This is like super diet soda.
It's like super diet soda. It's like diet soda on crack.
Right.
Yeah.
But
that
healthier life.
Yeah, I think this match, like I said, like we weren't there, but that would have been like a main event quality match. I'm sure it would have. I'm sure Charlie Jr. was out there with blood. I'm sure they did what they could. I don't know. Did the Asylum get some help from their, I guess, brothers in arms, if you would call them, Band X, Patriots of Hope, and stuff like that? Patriots of Hope, right? Is that what they call them?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me all funny and shit? So who knows?
Right. Maybe they brought help because they were outmanned.
Yeah.
And Charlie's not
Cyborg and shit, right? Not Cyborg, Sentinel. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Sentinel's managed him now.
Yeah.
So maybe, yeah. Oh. And Sentinel's not small dude either.
No, when we went to the SCW wrestling school, I mean, he was there, like, you know, working with them and everything. Because, I mean, he was an announcer.
Right.
He's not built like an announcer.
Not anymore.
The announcer they have is built like an announcer. Kind of dweeby. I'll say it.
I like the announcer.
I like him. He's just dweeby.
He's a little dweeby.
Yeah, dweeby. Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
And then the main event, which would only be the reason it's main event, is because of who's in this.
It's so sad.
Was Elite Pain versus Marche Rocket and Sean Carbomb Mulligan.
So sad.
And Rocket and Mulligan defeated Elite Pain. I really thought Elite Pain was going to go at least a year.
It's so sad. I'm not a fan of that. 2 reasons I don't like the fact that Marche and Mulligan won. First off, Elite Pain. I mean, the greatest tag team in SCW. Secondly, they're not a real tag team.
Right.
They were thrown together. I'm not a fan of that. But at the same time, I guess when it comes down to it, there were no tag teams in SCW that were taking the titles away from Elite Pain.
No, I guess there wasn't.
No. I mean, ROW tried and failed.
And I'm
the
sure
Asylum tried and failed. I don't know if the family ever tried. Oh, no, they did, and they failed. They just...
I think Keys probably had enough of Elite Pain and their shenanigans, I guess.
Yeah, but now Keats needs to understand where his breadwinners are. They're horse? No, they're... What the fuck is that phrase? I wish I knew more phrases. Like, I know of phrases, but
I mean...
They're prize horses.
They're prize horses.
Yeah. I mean, you put titles on champions for a reason. And yeah, this may sound redundant because in order to be a champion, you have to have a title. But I mean, you're not fucking... I mean, SCW doesn't succeed, you know, with fucking Andy Black being champion. It succeeds with Ian Gager.
Right.
We know that.
Right.
Andy knows that.
Andy knows that.
Andy knows that.
He knows.
He knows. Well, who knows? Maybe one day they'll have a cruiserweight championship or a women's title or something he could go for. And
first ever women's champion.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I don't know. I think Molly's got him.
Nah, Andy's not all bad.
No.
When he kind of comes down from his ego power trip, he ain't that bad of a dude.
No, he's not that bad of a dude.
No, he's not bad.
It's just fun to talk shit too.
Yeah. Hashtag where's my dollar?
Hashtag where's the dollar?
Yeah, that was a match card.
That's all we know from that.
It's a stat card too.
I mean, it's always a stat card, and we know that the next the next one will be July 28th.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like they're taking June off. July 28th. I don't know if it's in Shabans or Moni at that time. I do know it is a Saturday.
Oh, so we'll be there.
I
would love if it's a Moni that time.
Just to be closer.
Yeah, but I don't think they've had a Saturday Moni one. There's probably a reason for it.
Well, Moni's at a church.
Ah, Jesus.
And they might have to set up for the next day. Well, no, they tear everything down that night.
I don't know. I've never been there, so I don't know. Like, if
it's a nice place.
I'm assuming it's not like in the middle of the pews. So
no, they have like a gym. I don't know if that's like their gym area because they got a kitchen and everything.
My God, you've been there.
I know.
Nah, it's probably separate. It's probably like an auxiliary kind of like.
It looks like it's an old warehouse building.
Okay. And
then where we were, it's kind of gymish, but at the same time, there's a stage set up for, them to play guitar and.
I'm gonna assume it's gonna be in
jam
Shabans,
out to their Christian jams.
Yeah, I would assume it's gonna be on Shabans. I mean, if it's Moni, it'll be awesome. We get there a lot earlier, maybe do some more interviews and stuff. But it'll probably be on Shabans. They're the home of Southland Championship Wrestling.
The home.
So I'm excited for that. We're gonna fucking put that in the calendar so we don't miss that.
Yep.
July 28th. So far away.
It is.
So far away. But you know what isn't far away? 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
On this journey we embarked on.
I know, right? June 3rd, 2017. The first episode of JFW Podcast Live.
The birth.
I know, right? I'm so excited. And our 1 year anniversary is actually going to fall on June 2nd because that's a Saturday, but I'm really excited for it.
Well, I mean,
it counts.
They don't know when we record.
I'll probably release it on the 3rd. It'll probably end up on the 6th. I don't give a fuck.
We'll just do what WWE used to do. Today is June 3rd, our 1 year anniversary. Knowing damn well it's May 31st. Yeah.
But no, we gotta do something great. Like, I think what we're gonna try doing is, well, at least what I want to do. I think we'll Facebook Live some of it and do that Q&A thing like I talked about. So we can do something like that. I mean, we gotta make it big.
It's got to be big.
And if we could find enough shit to do, maybe we'll even do like a 2-hour episode, like a special, like a super show, like a JFW super show.
We already had a super show. Extra super show.
Super duper show. The greatest super show.
The greatest super show.
The greatest super show. It'll be awesome. I'm super excited for 2 weeks. We're gonna hit our 1 year. Awesomeness knowing that we've survived a year. Downside is we're gonna have to fucking pay for Podbean again.
The bills are coming.
The bills are coming. So, but I mean, hey, another plus is, we've been looking into merchandising and stuff like that. So that could be something that could be coming out soon. I know people love our shirts.
People do love the shirts.
People do love the shirts.
We love the shirts.
I love the shirt.
I wear it when I go travel too.
It's in my pile of Wrestle Crate, Slam Crate t-shirts. Who knows? Maybe one day that wrestling club will want to put the JFW shirt inside the box. Hint, hint to the Wrestle Club.
Hint.
Hint. I was really excited. I was hoping that the Wrestling Club box was going to be here today so we could unbox it. And it bums me out that it's not here. Which means if it doesn't show up today, it's probably not going to be here until Monday. And that saddens me too.
Right. Because I know that you just stare at that box all week.
That sucks.
And just wonder.
Yeah. But I'll push off until Saturday. I mean,
it also entertains me at the same time knowing that you do that.
It says there, yeah. But next Saturday is my birthday, so it'll be an awesome birthday gift.
There you go.
All right? Birthday gift to myself.
Happy pre-week birthday.
Thanks, man. We can say happy birthday to me next week when we're together.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I'm excited for that. So, I'm going to open that up.
I know. Broccoli cake.
Oh, thanks, bro.
I really won't.
I hope not. Celery cake.
I'm a broccoli guy.
It's all cream cheese and celery.
It's all cream cheese and celery.
But no, that Wrestling Club box for the month of May is they went old school on it. So I'm really excited to see which legend is the T-shirt and what else is inside that box. And I don't know if they're going to put an action figure in there, or a Pops figure, or what.
I hope it's a Macho Man.
I think there's going to be 2 autographs in it from what I hear.
Ooh.
So I'm really excited about that. And what I also need to do is I need to get picture frames for my autographs because I haven't hung them up yet.
Well,
I need to get.
I would say go dollar store for the time being.
Probably. I need a bigger shelf though. I need a bigger shelf. Those pop figures are taking up space.
You can get a shelf like I got for my comic books.
Yeah, I just gotta find a place for it. There's like no space in here for it.
Right there, where the old shelf is.
I need a bigger shelf than that. I want like a wider shelf, like a long, wide shelf.
You know what you should do? No, I guess we don't have money for that.
You got money for nothing.
Well, you can always go to the school.
We need like a Patreon.
Right?
We should start offering people shit.
Shit we're already paying for it? Or shit you're
No, not my stuff.
Not the Pops. The shit you don't want.
I want it all. It's all wonderful stuff.
The Scrooge McDuck of wrestling swag.
Right? Like even that bullshit John Cena I want to keep because it's an elite figure. I mean, it sucks it's John Cena, not Brutus the Barber Beefcake, but still, it's a fucking elite figure.
Yeah, those, like I said, those run $25 in the store.
Yeah, but no, I'll figure it out. I think like with boxes, like with those figures and stuff like that, I actually may hang those on the wall too.
I can show you how to hang those on the wall without damaging the box.
You mean on the little hook thing on top of the box?
They'll still damage the box. You push. I can show you.
You're a box.
I had the whole wall full of action figures at one point in time, man.
Okay. All right. What are we moving on to next? All In?
Let's talk about All In.
Let's talk a little bit about
All In.
It's
a decent ways away, but I think the craziest thing about this is Dave Metzler challenging Cody Rhodes, saying they cannot sell out a 10,000 seat event.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how much you know this, but they traveled the country looking for places to go. Cody Rhodes decided on Chicago, which is, besides the murder death rate, the greatest city in the world.
Besides the murder death rate. The greatest city in the world.
So and then they open the show.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck is that? Well, besides the necrophilia, Ted Bundy wasn't that bad of a dude. What the fuck, man?
Well?
Oh, God. Besides the rape, Enzo wasn't that bad of a guy.
Yeah, I think I cleared.
Did he get cleared?
He got cleared, yeah.
Yeah, he's so weird. Love him on the show, though.
He's probably not busy.
Yeah, he got that going on. Probably hanging out in fucking Jersey, Long Island, wherever the fuck he's from. Anyways, yeah, all in. 2017, Dave Metzler suggested an independent wrestling show would be unable to sell out a 10,000-seat arena in the United States. Rhodes, along with the Young Bucks, challenged the idea by planning a show specifically for the purpose of drawing 10,000 fans. The show, named All In, will be held September 1st, 2018 at the Sears Center Arena and will include many popular wrestlers from various promotions, including Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Lucha Underground, among others. On May 13, 2018, so just 5 days ago?
Yeah.
6 days ago, tickets to All In sold out in 30 minutes.
Eat it. Suck it, Dave Metzler.
Tagline for the show are such as the biggest independent wrestling show ever. All In by Matthew Lee Macy is the theme song for it. Hoffman Estates, man. You know where Hamburger University is?
I think so.
Oh. Let's see, what else we got? Hey, look. Who the fuck is that? Macaulay Culkin?
And there's going to be quite a few people there, too. CM Punk, looks like Jeff Jarrett.
Additionally, let's see here. Additionally, it was announced that to coincide with the event, Conrad Thompson would hold StarCast, a fan convention which would feature numerous wrestlers, wrestling personality, and podcast personalities, including CM Punk, Jeff Jarrett, Eric Bischoff, Bruce Pritchard, and Macaulay Culkin. On May 13th, during the All In press conference, it was announced that Rey Mysterio and NWA World Heavyweight Champion Nick Aldis will be taking...
Magnus.
What?
Also known as Magnus.
Yeah. I love Magnus. Magnus, I think, should have ended up in WWE.
Oh, yeah.
It surprised me. That he didn't end up in it surprised me he didn't end up in NXT, especially with Mickey James being there in WWE, you know?
I think they could have worked something out where Mickey was getting in with somebody and I'll pick my own partner for this mixed tag team match.
Nick Aldis versus Cody is the only match announced, and they still sold out in 30 minutes.
I'm telling, man. I mean, I don't know if do you still consider Lucha Underground and Ring of Honor independent?
Yeah, I do.
So that means WWE is the only.
Yeah, I do. That's my preference. I'm not saying that that's how
New Japan is huge, though.
So what?
I don't know if you call that independent.
So what?
All right.
I didn't say New Japan was independent. I said Ring of Honor was and New Underground was. But New Japan is also independent. I don't know. I mean, how do you define between WWE and independent wrestling?
I don't know. It's like, I always figured if I wasn't going... I mean, I know Ring of Honor has events, but I've never actually been to a Ring of Honor event, so I don't know if they perform in gymnasiums or smaller stadiums or smaller arenas.
I think over the course of the years, I think it just has been structured to the fact that if it's not WWE, it's independent. Or maybe it's not the fact that Ring of Honor, New Japan, and Lucha Underground are considered the independents because of this show. Maybe it's because that this show is considered an independent show, and these guys from these other companies are just helping out in the independent show. I mean, that's what it is. Like I said, like, to me, I'm going to go with the fact that if it's not WWE, it's considered independent wrestling.
See, maybe,
regardless if it's Lucha Underground, regardless if it's Ring of Honors, they're not on mainstream cable that's watched weekly like WWE is.
I mean, I guess. Maybe they're independent because the wrestlers aren't under contract to one... So they're like independent contractors?
Maybe.
Where they can just go...
Technically, WWE superstars are independent contractors.
Yeah, they all got independent
contracts. They had to be independent contractors so that they had to pay them insurance.
Really?
That's from what I heard. I'm not sure if that's fully the reason, but I know one of the things is if they're considered independent contractors, they're not technically employed by WWE. They're just contracted WWE, but WWE doesn't supply them with health insurance and stuff like that.
That's terrible.
It's business.
I mean, it's business. It's good business.
I mean, they're making a shit ton of money. They can afford their own fucking insurance.
I'm still going to see the guy behind the bank and
the
look at this problem.
The fucking van guys. Does that look like a lump to you? Yeah. It's like, but no, I found this article by the Chicago Tribune. It's 7 things to know about All In, the huge indie wrestling show coming to Chicago area. One of the biggest things here, tweet sparked the idea, as we mentioned. Cody was told, Dave said that an indie show never saw 10,000. Cody responded with, I'll take that bet, Dave. I already gave them their biggest buy rate, but the Bucks and I, on the card, a 3-month Superbowl, whatever. The card is still taking shape with some major names are announced. A bunch of wrestlers have been announced, but no matches are official as of yet, except for obviously the Cody versus Aldis match. That will likely change after the press conference on Sunday, which will be streamed live on Twitch and Facebook. I didn't even know Twitch was still a thing.
What the hell's Twitch?
Yeah, it's like a video chat thing.
Oh.
Twitch and Facebook from Pro Wrestling Tees in Chicago. I didn't know Pro Wrestling Tees was in Chicago.
They probably have one in New York, maybe. One in LA.
Among those on the bill, in addition to Cody and the Young Bucks, is Japanese star
Okada.
There we go. Okada.
Okay.
Okada.
Okay, you didn't want to pronounce the first name, all right? So
I'm gonna go for it. Kazushika Okada. I butchered that shit.
Oh, you probably did.
Oh, fuck yeah. He's pretty much the main right now in New Japan wrestling. Okada recently broke Tanahashi's record for most IWGP heavyweight title defenses in a single reign.
Wow.
Also signed as Kenny Omega, Canadian-born wrestler who now resides in Japan, where he become known as the Best Bout Machine. He's considered one of the best in the world right now. Omega and Okada trilogies of matches last year were legendary, which Meltzer proclaimed the first bout may have been the greatest match in pro wrestling history. The rematch received his highest rating ever with 6.25 stars out of 5. Flip Gordon also wanted a spot in the card, but has to qualify before Cody will book it. Oh. The entire convention will revolve around the show.
Yeah, it's like a Comic-Con or like a wrestling con and show all in one for this weekend.
We should at least look into StarCast. I bet it's gonna be expensive as fuck though, but we should at least look into that. I mean, obviously,
we can't. I'm supposed to go to some country show on.
Oh, that's right. Becca's gonna be in town.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to be busy that day. Well, it goes till Sunday, September 2nd.
Oh yeah. I can always take the Friday off or go on Sunday.
We go on Sunday. Sunday will probably be the best day.
That's when everything's on sale.
Yeah, we'll go on Sunday.
At least from my con experience.
Let's see here. June 30th to September 2nd at the Hyatt Regency in Schaumburg. Which Schaumburg isn't that far.
Nope.
Expect live podcasts, autograph sign, and photo ops. The event is advertised as a virtual who's who of professional wrestling, and they are not lying. Among these scheduled to appear is Colt Cabana, X-Pac, Bruce Pritchard, Eric Bischoff, WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler, Diamond Dallas Page, Tully Blanchard, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash. Special guest CM Punk will be hosting a meet and greet August 31st. Okay, we gotta go to August 31st.
Wow.
Yeah. Other big names that exist on the periphery of the wrestling world will be StarCast, including comedian Ron Funches, who's a big wrestling fan, Macaulay Culkin, who famously saved Christmas when he got involved in a match at Bar Wrestling last year. Tickets for the convention go on sale May 15th. Tickets are relatively cheap. All things considered, $153 to sit in the very front row of a huge wrestling show is chump change. Ringside tickets to WrestleMania cost more than $700, and fans who want to sit front row on the upcoming New Japan Wrestling Show in San Francisco will need to fork over $300. When ticket prices are announced for All In, it was almost unanimous praise that the fans about the price. Oh my god, I wish I knew they were that cheap.
That's what I told you, man. If they would have came out of my payday, I'd have grabbed a couple of tickets. And
I'd sit front row for $153.
I'd have grabbed one ticket. You could have paid for your own ticket.
And that's one thing. Like I would have.
Yeah.
I would.
I mean, $153.
$150 for front row.
We'd have to figure out where the camera was. Huh?
Yeah, I'll probably be here on F, so we'd have to stay over on C. But it don't matter because it's sold out.
In a half an hour.
People are coming from all over the world. Fans. Cody thinks Chicago is one of the greatest cities in the world, which I've heard that by a lot of wrestling fans. Or a lot of wrestlers.
It's not even only wrestling, but it's also like any kind of event, you know, concerts and stuff. People love coming to Chicago because the fans just give it to them.
Your best bet to see the show is probably be there in person. Whether the event will be streamed is still unknown. As of this writing, Cody and the Bucks have had a few offers for streaming, but as of now, it's a must-see event in person, although the trail says they're definitely exploring those options.
See, I would not stream it.
No.
This is what I would do. I'd record it and then put it out on DVD and sell it and make the money you need. And then maybe even you make the money from the event itself. You can give all the money to charity.
Yeah.
I mean, if they need the money to pay the guys, pay the guys. Mm-hmm. But I would still record it. I would not stream it.
No.
Get the WWE Network to stream it. Have the highest rated show on the WWE Network, all in.
Speaking of WWE, we heard that Big Cass got injured again. Not sure how true that rumor is or not, but...
I'm not a huge fan of Cass. I mean... And to have him face off against Daniel... I didn't want to see Daniel Bryan versus Cass. I wanted Daniel Bryan versus The Miz.
Yeah. I think everyone does. They're probably going to wait till SummerSlam to do that.
Yeah, but they could... I think those two could carry it all the way to SummerSlam.
I think they want the match to be at SummerSlam, but the feud should definitely be going on.
Oh, yeah. I definitely see that. I don't know who all's qualified for Money in the Bank yet. I know a few have.
Well, thanks to
the intranet.
We can definitely.
I know Roman Reigns hasn't, and I hope he fucking doesn't.
God, fucking Roman Reigns.
I need another. What do you? You've had so many chances at this title, and you cannot put Brock down. I just don't think he can do it, and I'm so sick of him. He needs to heal up and stop being such a.
Did you know Money in the Bank was in fucking Chicago?
Yep. On Father's Day.
Oh, God. Well, I don't have children. I don't have money either, but...
Well, see, neither do I.
But
the money part.
But I guess there's going to be an NXT takeover in Chicago?
I would assume so.
God, man, that's so awesome.
I would go to that.
Let's see what we can find matches. So far, the matches announced are Ember Moon versus Charlotte Flair versus Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch versus to be determined either Billie Kay or Lana versus either Sonya Deville or Naomi versus to be determined. So as of right now, we do know Ember Moon, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch are definitely in.
Right.
Going in the bank. Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, The Miz, Rusev, Bobby Roode, Kevin Owens. Either Big E, Kofi Kingston, or Xavier Woods. Or Big Cass for Samoa Joe.
So does that mean Big A or Big A? The New Day are fighting each other to get into it?
Probably. That'd be interesting. It'll probably end up being Big E. Maybe. Yeah, Big E.
Maybe Kofi.
Not Big E. Kofi's passed. It's done. Also, the championship match, Styles versus Nakamura. Got the Women's Championship, Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey. And, of course, Women's Championship for SmackDown, Carmella versus Asuka.
Carmella's going to lose.
I bet she wins. It'll be outside interference, but she'll win.
By the Iconics.
The streak is over at this point, so her losing is not going to be anything special anymore. Yeah.
I think she should have went undefeated until next WrestleMania. That's what I would have done.
I mean, either way. Let's see what they have anything announced for NXT TakeOver Chicago. They got matches. Gotta look at all those events. Where the hell is it? I just had it. Oh, okay. Yeah, they don't have anything announced for it yet. But it is going to be at Rosemont. It is going to be June 16th.
At the Allstate.
Yeah. Kind of looks like they're doing this every other month, though, which is pretty cool. Well, except for August and November, but I mean, it looks like NXT's getting a lot more pay-per-view shows.
I think the thing about TakeOver is if you limit it, it makes it more special when they actually do it. But I mean, if you watch the show, they play out their stories very well within the 1 hour that they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you with the whole restricting the pay-per-views to make it more special, but I think it benefits them because it gets those guys down there more time to see how WWE really runs. Because that's what Triple H does with these NXT shows. They're set up like WWE events, just on a smaller scale.
Right.
So it gets those guys who need to come up. Which, by the way, I know I missed SmackDown this week. Has Sanity shown up yet?
You know what? I missed SmackDown too, but I did not see anything on the stock book about it. Man. So I don't know.
But yeah, Money in Bank. I mean, we'll do a prediction show when that comes up.
Of
That's
course.
June
Well, I mean,
17th. So, last thing I want to talk about before we do your Dizzle J pick of the week. Powerhouse Wrestling is coming back.
Powerhouse Extreme Wrestling.
Yeah. Saw some controversy on social media.
Yeah, they're from. I don't know if can we mention names.
I won't mention his name.
I won't mention his name, but it seems that this is happening at a local gentleman's club.
See, that's the thing. I don't think it's at the gentleman's club. I think it's in like a lot outside, right next door.
I believe it's an outside event.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Now it's called Powerhouse Wrestling Extreme. The promo interview video they did was kind of creepy. It was out in the middle of the woods with the voice of Powerhouse and the new owner. The Super Destroyer is going to be there. I'm torn between wanting to go see this show and not going to see this show.
Right? Yeah, I've been on the fence about it too, because I don't know. You know, I mean, everything we read is obviously up to question and debate, and we don't know these people personally.
Yeah,
and we know we both follow the same guy on Facebook who spoke his mind about this, which leads you could. As much as we want to go to the wrestling show, it is in Pontiac.
This isn't Pontiac, though. But see, that's the thing. And that's the thing. Like, I mean, it's their company. They can do whatever they want. Right. I'm not sitting here saying that this guy, is doing anything wrong by having at the location he is. But it's definitely not kid-friendly at that point.
And you got to bring your own chairs and...
Yeah, so it's like I think they definitely have a ways to go to get everything built up, and I definitely want to see them succeed because independent wrestling is huge for us,
right?
So I definitely want them to succeed. Excuse me, but out to Ottawa on that day with work, I ain't gonna make it out that way in that time frame. But yeah, I don't know if I want to go see an outdoor wrestling event. Like this as of yet. It's nothing against the company. It's just my own personal, I want them to get some, with the new owner, I want them to get some shows and everything, under the belt, get everything structured, how they want to do it. And then, somewhere down the road, I definitely want to go see it. It's not, they don't need me to be there. I'm not saying, hey, get everything in place so Travis T could be there. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, for me as a personal wrestling fan of independent wrestling, with this being something new, it's a different adventure. I'm used to the old Powerhouse Wrestling, and everything. Right. And I'm not, and I fucking love hardcore matches, but I don't see this show definitely, I don't think I'm going to make in June. But I'm not discouraging anyone else from going. If you're a fan of hardcore wrestling, you live out in the Ottawa area and want to take the trip out there, it's June 9th, right outside the Silver Slipper in Ottawa, which maybe they could do better alternate. Well, yeah, or an alternate saying we're in this vacant lot right off the highway here by this, But,
maybe the owner of the Silver Slipper bought him.
Maybe.
Who knows? I mean, more power to them. I hope they do get off the ground. There's some lucha stars there. No names I recognize off the bat.
The only one I know of as of right now is Super Destroyer.
Yeah, because we've seen him at a couple shows.
Yeah. A lot of them look like luchas, which, I mean, that'd be right up your alley.
Yep.
I just want to know where the Super Beard Brothers are.
I don't know. I think they might be at that show. But I also believe, I know Madman Greg Bannon wrestles for another show.
I'm going to find them and message them right now. Where are they? Oh, man. It's been too long.
There it is. Funky Monkey Wrestling.
Where's that at?
Prophetstown Park District, Prophetstown, Illinois.
What day is that? The 19th? Oh, that's
May 19th.
Today. Started 25 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So the Super Beer Brothers are there?
Well, I know at least half of them.
Man. I'm gonna have to fucking I'm gonna message him.
You can message him right now.
I'm gonna message him on the you can message him. For some reason I can't find him. We couldn't find the Madman Greg Bannon on here, which wait, let me go to all. Let's try that. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna like him while I'm here, and then I'm going to send a message.
Hello, Greg.
Hello, Gregory.
You may remember me. You called my beard a D.
Where can I find the Super Beard Brothers? Hopefully they didn't break up and this is just awkward.
Right.
I am literally messaging you. Oh, wow. Capitalized. I'm going to leave it capitalized. I'm literally messaging you.
During the podcast.
While recording JFW Podcast.
How you going to make JFW?
Because I forgot that I'm in caps. Let me fix that real quick.
Yeah, you put everything else in caps.
I know, right? It's the world we live in. Oh, yeah, look, I did lowercase again.
Oh, Jesus.
And I need to correct
Fired.
that spelling of that. And there we go. So let's see what happens. Obviously, he's not going to answer because, he's too busy, being a wrestler.
Right. Funky Monkey Wrestling.
I'm going to... Oh, man.
I think we better go follow that, huh?
Gonna have to. But why don't you go ahead and do your pick of the week?
So I was trying to find an idea of the pick of the week. I work a lot. You're well aware.
You do.
So it's like I ran into Marvelous Mike. I was like, Mike, what is your favorite match of all time? And he told me the Montreal Screwjob is one of his tops. So I was like, you know what? That was a great match. Mm-hmm. So went ahead and did that. Obviously, if you've been a fan of wrestling, you know who wins. It's between Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. It is a great match. It goes back and forth. It's everything you want from a wrestling match. And then some. What else you find?
So June 16th. Well, obviously you can find Digital J's Pick of the Weeks on Facebook every week. Yeah. So looks like June 16th, they have Bushy's annual outdoor event, which I'm trying to figure out if this is a wrestling show or is this just an event that they're part of. Yep, there we go. We'll start the day with our first annual Harvey Bush Memorial Tractor Show at Tractor Ride, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tractor Run leaves at 12:30 p.m. We will have Funky Monkey Wrestling from 2 to 4, finishing the night off with Southern Ride Band. So Funky Monkey Wrestling will be at the Bushy's annual outdoor event.
I just like their page, so now I'll start getting their stuff on for us too.
Bushy's Bar and Grill out in Linden, Illinois. So, what else is who else is around that we haven't looked at in a while?
I don't know.
So
Northern Lights?
Yeah, I guess I should get out the capitalization of life. See what Northern Light Wrestling when their next show is. Let's go to events. Today. Everyone's wrestling today.
I didn't see this pop up in my feed at all.
Man. So, if you want to go check out Northern Lights, they started an hour ago.
This isn't live.
They started an hour ago at 6:30 p.m. on Saturday the 19th.
We're old WWE Raw at the moment.
I know, right? Holy shit.
We're not the ringleaders of WCW going live. Yeah.
Well, things like this could be avoided if our listeners out there will let us know about the upcoming independent wrestling shows in the area. I think we agreed to, a 50-mile radius?
Yeah, like 2 hours, right?
Yeah, 2-hour drive. So yes, let us know if you guys know of an indie show in the area or somewhere around us. Around the Chicago area, I guess, would be easier to say.
Just let us know about any show, and if we can make it, we're going to make it.
Yeah, because
otherwise we'll just post about it.
Yeah, because as we mentioned multiple times in the 50 weeks we have been doing this.
And millions of times.
This show is supposed to be for independent wrestling, but because we are not getting the reaction from the independent wrestling scene as we had hoped, we got to resort to WWE shit. And I don't want to do WWE shit. I want to do independent shit. I want to be all in. Zing! So follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter just by searching JFW Podcast and get a hold of us. Message us about wrestling shows. You can message us on Facebook. Message us. Send us an email, jfwpodcast@yahoo.com. And if you guys have friends out there who are fans of wrestling and want to listen to an awesome wrestling show, we are on iTunes, Podbean, Google Play Music, and Spotify. So...
we are everywhere.
We are everywhere. If you guys have an idea, if you guys have any interest in merchandise at all, we're looking to do something like that. But I want to know the interest is there before we start investing and stuff like that. Because last thing I want is to sit on 5,000 fucking keychains. So
it'd be cool if they had the beer opener.
Okay, like a bottle opener. I bet we'd get like a fucking personalized bottle opener. Let us know what kind of merchandise you guys would want to have and everything. Put it on our Facebook page. Got anything else?
I think it's time to ring the bell on this episode.
As always, I am Travis Steve.
I am Dizzle J.
And thank you for listening to another episode of Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.
Peace.